Today I'm making healthy dog treats for my dogs. Again, this time I'm making good ones. We're putting fun stuff in here that dogs are gonna love. So if you saw the last one, you know the results were a little mixed on that. I had to test them out and no bueno. So this time I'm going all out. We're pulling out a few stops here and we're throwing in some really good ingredients that are gonna drive the dogs crazy. This recipe here is, it's another recipe. Anyways, it's got largely the same ingredients in it, except this does not have any wheat flour in it, which is interesting. It just has a ton of oats. So we're using tons of oats. We have eggs, we have peanut butter, we have 2 bananas this time because this is really bananas. We are going to add a little bit of sweetness to this. That's one thing that isn't sitting here is sugar. Never give your dog sugar, ever. Don't do that. A little bit of honey. I mean, like a tiny few drops of honey isn't really going to do too much to the flavor of this. It will help a little bit, but this is at least natural. Bears eat honey, and bears are just big dogs, so why not, right? Winnie the Pooh seemed perfectly healthy to me. I mean, I saw nothing wrong with that bear whatsoever. So I figure honey's fine. Yep. And I looked it up, and yeah, he did that. The other thing that we're adding to this we didn't have in the last one was cinnamon. This stuff. It's ground up. It's pure. It's good. It's good for dogs. It's actually good for them. So there you go. Do the essential oil cinnamons? No, don't do that. But pure cinnamon ground up, A-OK, lots of flavor. These are gonna actually taste good. We still have our 1/3 cup of peanut butter. This is chunky peanut butter. You can use smooth, whatever. Never ever use sugar-free, especially if it has xylitol in it. We went over this last time. Xylitol, bad. Don't give your dogs that. It is toxic to dogs, you know, we are trying to make them healthier, not kill them. So no xylitol. We have 3.5 cups of oats here. These are just quick cooking oats. These aren't steel cut or anything like that. These are just your regular, basic, flaky oats right here with the nice gentleman with the big hat on the cardboard sleeve. Again, the 2 bananas. We have 2 eggs this time because there's a lot more of this. And I broke down and I bought, yeah, I did. I bought the dog bone cutter thing, yeah. I did wash this because I don't know if you've seen the reports, but the shenanigans that go on in those the dog treat cutting factory, oh man, that stuff will turn your stomach. Think of what happened in the presence. It's gross. I'll just leave it at that. Always wash these when you get them. You don't know what they did with it, man. Okay, let's get cooking, let's get going, and let's not talk any more than we have to. Although I think we've already passed that. All right, so we got 2 bananas here. These are bananas. These are the yellow variety. You want really, really ripe bananas if you can get them. These are not as ripe as they could be. Funny story, won't tell you. Okay, we got 2 bananas. Ooh, if it has brown spots in it, you know you waited long enough. It's perfect. Make sure you get the little stem thingy at the end. Those are going in the bowl, and we are going to mash these up real good. The riper the banana, the easier it is to mash. And if you don't have all this stuff sitting in front of you, you can actually put the bowl here. Leverage! Much better idea. I was just trying to do it the most awkward way to show you what not to do. You know, that's why I'm here. It's not so much what to do, it's what not to do. Okay. That looks like a mushed up banana. That is pretty mushy. And we're going to get all the banana bits out of our potato masher. I'm having a hard time saying my vegetables today, aren't I? Yes, I am. Funny thing is potato a vegetable? I don't know. Bananas definitely are not, are they? They don't have seeds in them. Are they the seed? I don't know. If you know, then good for you. I'd say leave me a comment, but That seems like a long conversation. Okay, we got our 2 eggs going in. These are going in now before the dry stuff, so we have all of our wet, and then our dry goes on top of that. I have a fork here. I'm just going to mix these up on the side because this will make this much, much easier. See that? That is a good mushy mess. Good mushy mess there. Oh yeah, that's mushy. All right, speaking of mushy, we got our peanut butter. 1/3 of a cup of peanut butter. If you don't have one of these, get one. They are awesome if you do stuff like this, because it is real easy to get that liquid out of there. A little pain to clean, but it's worth it. All right, there is this. I'm just going to break this up a little bit right now. I should be using my spoon that I have over here, but I still have this in my hand. And you don't have time to waste from me switching utensils. Come on, man. We gotta hurry here. I've already wasted that. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of honey in here. This is not a lot. This is less than a teaspoon, teaspoonish. There. They will love that. They will be very happy. And everybody's happy. Now in goes our teaspoon of cinnamon. And I am going to transition from whatever they call these things into one of these thingamajiggers. All right, we are transferring this in here. We are mixing this all up. This already smells good, okay? Last time, it was like, ooh, that's a nice smell. And then it got funky real fast. And then by the end of that, I was like, oh boy, this smells amazing, okay? So this is incredible stuff. Now, in go the oats. 3½ cup of oats. This is going to get really, really tough to stir in here in a second. And what the heck, I'm putting it all in. I'm all in, folks. Be somewhat gentle, otherwise you're going to spill your oats. No one wants to go crying over spilled oats. Just kind of incorporate this, fast forward. Okay, this is fairly well incorporated, as best you're going to get with a spoon. Time to go in the hands. You got to really work this. It's pretty sticky stuff, but you really got to squish it in really good. We're trying to get a dough ball to form here, and this thing is sticky as all get out. So I'm hoping as this goes along it gets less sticky. If you want to wear gloves during this, I highly recommend it. That's a feeling. Can't unknow that. It's almost like squishing some peanut butter, a couple of bananas, and a whole bunch of oats between your fingers. It's almost like that. Okay. Oh, that's a mess. That is... Don't have words for that. Not my favorite thing in the world. Having all this stuff all over my hands, I'll be honest with you. Kind of having a moment. It's okay. I'll be all right. But I do have to say, I wish there was a better way to do that. I don't think there is. This is going to have to hydrate. So I'm going to put a towel over this bowl, maybe some foil or something like that so it doesn't dry out too much. And let this hydrate. Kind of some of this moisture is going to soak into the oats and make this much more usable. Because right now this is just a sticky, gooey mess. I'm going to spend about 15 minutes getting this off all my hands. This all. I'll be back in a minute once this hydrates, and then we'll start forming and baking. Okay. All right, folks. It's been about 15 minutes. This has been sitting with it being covered, and we're praying that it's not so sticky anymore. I'm wearing the gloves just in case because I don't really care for that feeling. I'll be honest with you. It is a unique sort of thing. Not my favorite. Seems to be working much better. Okay, we are going to try and get all of this out of this bowl, onto this board, rolled out, and all that fun stuff. But this is going to be sticky on the board, so we are going to do something interesting here. We are going to roll a little bit of this out. Yeah, we are. Right there. See that? Oh yeah, that's squishing up beautiful. It's not nearly as sticky as it was. So yeah, this is working pretty good. Okay, yeah, let it sit for a couple of minutes if it's super, super sticky. And always works. Basically, if you're making any kind of dough, let it rest for a little bit. If it's pizza dough and you're having a hard time with it, something's happened, it's too sticky, it's not doing the right thing or something like that, you always just give 15 minutes. There you go, let it rest, and it's much, much happier. We're going to try and roll this out and get this into some sort of a 1/4 inch thick thing here. Okay, we found a sticky spot. This is oh so fun. This is going to be a challenge. This dough is she a thing. She's a thing. So if I can dry this up a little bit here, squish this back into place. Yep, get towards the edges, and it's just going to come apart. Okay, I don't know how to fix this other than let it sit for a few more minutes. Let it dry out a little bit. Let it soak up, dry up. Because yeah, it's just too sticky around the edges. Okay, I'm going to let this sit again for a couple more minutes. I don't think it's quite ready to work with yet. And then we'll come back and we'll finish this up. Fun, fun. All right, this is sat for a minute, and just to make sure I could roll this out, I was able to roll this out. We have about a square thing here. Just keep throwing oats down, and if it starts to stick, pull this thing up and just scrape it clean, throw some more oats down. Seems to be what was working there. Now I have my fancy dog bone cutter that is clean, of course it is, and we are going to cut out some treats. I'm going to grab my baking sheet with parchment paper on it so I can as we go. And here is this. As I have a feeling, yep, these are going to come out like this, and I'm going to push each one out as we go. Okay. You know that old saying, here for a good time, not for a long time? Well, I'm here for a long time. I'm going to fast forward until all of these treats are on there, saving you from having to watch that. All right, the initial batch of dog treats is cut out there. I got 14 in the first run. Then I take all the scraps, gather it back up, work it down again, get this down to another 1/4 inch, and cut another batch. And keep doing that until you don't have any left. You don't have to worry about overworking this like you would if you were doing biscuits, because there is no gluten in this whatsoever. There's no flour, it's just oats. So keep doing this with no fear of causing any problems. And I think I'm starting to get the hang of this. Just make sure you cut all the way through. That seems to be the biggest thing. Put some good amount of weight on this and give it a good twist and a wiggle to make sure you get through the oats. And it seems to come up pretty well. You can then just poke it out. You know, there's nothing in this that's going to rise, spread, or otherwise stick to each other. So they can literally be touching. And just keep laying them out until you run out of dough. Fast forward. Okay, I've gotten to the last one, and I'm not going to roll this out another time. I've already rolled it out 3 times. I'm going to take, I only have room for one more on here anyways, so I'm just going to take and pack this inside the cutter. What? I'm cheating. And some of this, I probably will just chuck this last little couple of bits here, because tray's full. What are you going to do? All right, that is a giant, huge tray. my OCD will not allow me to throw away the dough. So they're all consistent except the gargantuan one, which is twice as thick. Sure, why not? Let's see if it cooks. I'm curious. I don't know. We'll find out together. These go in the oven, 350, about 40 minutes for super crispy, 30, 35 for a little chewy. And if you want like the ultimate crispy, you go about 45 minutes. But don't overburn it. Don't burn them. Please don't burn these things. All right, your dogs don't like burnt, trust me. These going in the oven. See you back here in a second. All right, folks. These are cool down. Look at how pretty they look when they're all arranged like this. Isn't that adorable? It's a pile of bones. Speaking of a pile of bones, I hear Sir Rufus coming. All right, let's test this. I'm splitting it. I'm splitting one. What the heck? It's not really snack time for the pups, so there we go. You know, you gotta keep them to some sort of diet thing, right? Oh, I got my official taste testers here, folks. All right, what do we think? Treats? Do you like this one? Do you like this one? What do you think? Oh, we have one vote for yes. Yes, we do. Rufus is still holding back his vote. Oh, you want more? You want more treats? Yes, you do, huh? You guys are adorable. What do you think, buddy? It's official, folks. They like them. You know what that means? That means I don't have to eat it. I don't have to. I get to. I gotta know how it tastes. It's fair, right? It's fair enough. I don't want to eat all their stuff. You know, I'm just gonna take a small little piece. I can tell you, it smells amazing. Don't eat dog treats without something to drink. Ooh, they're dry. Yeah, that is a significant improvement. Still tastes like a dog treat. If you've ever eaten a dog treat, leave me a comment. That's what they taste like. But just a little bit better. And these are some very happy puppies. So here we go. Success. I'm going to do more treats because this is fun. And watching them be happy is fun. So I'll do more treats. Anybody have any suggestions of different things? I saw a thing for doggy cupcakes. That sounds cool. I'm going to try that probably next. And you'll get to see that if you hit the subscribe link down there. That'll get you hooked up to the channel here and give you suggestions on when the new videos come out. You can watch them and all that. Doesn't cost anything. Just let you know when new stuff comes out. That's always a good thing. And when the new stuff does come out, nice segue, I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.